Hi friends. I know it's been a little while, and I know I look a little different, and I know that I just stopped right in the middle of my phone detox series. I actually have multiple videos in the final stages of editing just sitting in my computer, and I can't seem to bring myself to finish them because frankly, content creation feels really weird right now. Making YouTube videos feels weird. Watching YouTube videos feels weird. I don't know if anybody else is feeling this way, but with the state of the world and with everything that's happening right now and so many people just afraid and struggling and in so much pain, content as usual just doesn't feel right to me. Like watching content as usual, watching videos as usual, just the cognitive dissonance is so huge. My brain cannot reconcile it. It feels like I watch some of my favorite YouTubers whom I watch all the time, and they're making the same lovely videos that I love to watch, redecorating their spaces and going Halloween hunting and thrifting and crafting and all of those things that I would normally very much enjoy, but watching them I feel like I'm going crazy because it feels like they're living in a different reality that I am. Now, I will take a moment to appreciate Rachel Maxey in one of her videos. All she said was something about crafting to deal with the horrors of the world. Also, one of my absolute favorite YouTubers, Sarah Turo, please go watch her. She makes a lot of creepy, crafty, Halloween-y content, but she was going Halloween hunting the other day. You know, something silly and frivolous and just for funsies. But in the very beginning, she mentioned how she is going Halloween hunting because her mental health is struggling because of what's happening in the United States government. That was it. And that was all I needed to not feel crazy. And I'm not saying that all content creators need to talk about politics. I'm not saying that they all need to change the content that they make. But for me, I'm trying to figure out how I am going to play within that space. I want to do fun videos. I want to do thrift hauls, and I want to decorate my house, and I want to talk about my favorite movies and books and TV shows, while also being sensitive to what's happening in our human reality. I mentioned back in February, I'm not good at pretending when things are not okay. Things are not okay. And I want you to know that you're not crazy if you are feeling the cognitive dissonance like I am. But I just wanted to pop in and ask, what would you like to see from me? What sort of videos would you like? What would bring you joy? What would bring you peace? I was thinking back to 2020 during the pandemic when we were all going through this collective suffering, this collective struggle, and our content reflected that. YouTube videos reflected that. Our social medias reflected that. We were talking about our mental health. We were talking about what a hard time we were having. We were talking about our spiritual. We were being very honest about things. And we were also bringing each other joy. We were finding ways to sing together. We were cooking for one another, teaching each other how to make sourdough bread, talking about how we were getting through this difficult period in the context of bringing entertainment and joy and laughter. And I don't see why this time isn't any different. You know, even though we're not all being directly affected by things that are going on, we are all affected because we are all connected. We're all being emotionally affected in some way, mentally affected, and I think we are hurting one another by ignoring that. So, like I said, I'm not saying that anyone has to suddenly change the way that they make content, but I want to consider the content I'm making, and I want my channel to be of service. I want to have fun. I want to do silly things, but I also want to help. I want to help in whatever way I can. So I would like to ask you, my beautiful misfits, what do you want to see? How can I help? What sort of videos would you like to see from me? Would you like to see me decorate my home? Would you like to hear me sing? Do you want to just sit and hang out and talk about movies or do arts and crafts together? Do you just need a silly nonsense video and to have a good laugh? Because I can do that too. Or would you like something more serious? Would you like some friendly advice on how to deal with heartache and survival mode? Because I have been there many times, I have done that many times, and I have some thoughts. But before I move forward, I just really needed to talk about this. I needed to address it. I needed to bring it up because it's been driving me absolutely crazy. I want to continue to make content for you. I want to continue using this space as a place to express myself, but I want it to be for you as well. So please let me know in the comments, how are you dealing with all of this? Do you feel like you're going crazy too? Also, what can I bring for you? What can I provide for you that would help you right now? Anywho, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for my little soapbox rant. I will step down from my soapbox now and pass it over to you. I love you so very much, and see you later. Okay, bye.